and welcome to a day of hot topics. On The View, I know you're disappointed because we love her too, but Whoopi is in London because tomorrow night she has an opening. She's the producer of the stage version of Sister Act. Musical. You all remember, it's a musical, and it's going to be in London. And tomorrow, Whoopi will call us. Is tonight's the opening? Yeah? It's tonight?
I think it's tonight.
And, well, we hope so, and we hope it has wonderful reviews. So she's going to be off for a couple of days, and she flew.
Yes.
Aren't you glad? But I'm glad, you know, especially with the Air France thing happening, you know, because that's the first thing I thought of is Whoopi, you know, doesn't like to fly. I hope they find this plane.
It's very unusual for a plane to just lose itself in the middle of flying. It's usually takeoff and landing. This is
If we have any news during the program about it, we will tell you. Whoopi will be on with us tomorrow by satellite. Well, let's have some sweet and happy news and romantic news, okay?
Yeah, we like that.
So President Obama took his wife, he had a post-election promise to his wife, Michelle, and he took her to dinner and a Broadway show here in New York. Everybody is all a Twitter. I don't mean they're twittering, but they're twittering. But some people are critical because they say the taxpayers had to foot part of the bill for the plane that brought them here. And they think, why are taxpayers paying for that? He paid for his tickets, he paid for his the dinner, but he didn't pay for the plane.
Yeah, I mean, look, the security was, what, $24,000? I mean, it's like pennies compared to the, what is it, nearly $4 trillion budget that we have for next year. If we start going after how much security costs to get from here, and they would have to go into President's Pass, and every time they flew home or went to their vacation spot, we get into that. But I mean, there are many more. I honestly think there's a bigger fish to fry here in terms of where the money's being spent.
Well, there's another fish here.
I think that's very, very generous of you, because Bush took 1/3 of the presidency off for vacation. I'm just saying, that's all.
I think,
Shocking that you would go there.
The man can't even have a date without an international discussion.
I think it looks so good. I think that's what we need to see. We need to see, you know, that we're not frozen by fear with what's going on with this economy. Let's you know, take your wife to dinner. Let's go.
I think it's also lovely to see in these days of divorce and everybody seems to be breaking up, and you know, you have the what's the couple with the 8 kids? Are they married?
John and Kate.
John and Kate. It's nice to see a couple who are happy and in love, but there's another controversy.
But they often criticize him for other things like lattes and things like that, that he's a little bit...
No, it's more the 787 billion stimulus package that he...
No, I'm talking about his persona, that the press goes after him because he's a latte drinking and he dresses a certain way and he works out and everything. And it's interesting because I remember, I'm old enough to remember the Kennedy administration, where they had the most elaborate lifestyle, those two, extremely wealthy people. And nobody ever criticized it. We were proud of it.
Excuse me, in those days you criticized very
I haven't heard much criticism.
You didn't criticize John Kennedy's private life, but there is something else here if you want to criticize, okay?
What?
And that is that Michelle, by the way, it said that she had a couple of martinis. I don't know whether she did or he did, but I thought the same thing. I thought good for them.
Knock a couple
However, I want you to look at the way they're dressed.
Support Kettle One. Or whatever.
Mrs. Obama, that's not the picture that I wanted.
Look how beautiful
she
looks.
She was, when you take that little sweater off, it's a little sleeveless lace dress. We don't have that picture, but just take my word for it. And he is wearing, you know, no tie. And I think that's the way, you know, that a lot of the times now you see the guys in T-shirts and the women are wearing cocktail dresses, you know? So it's a difference in their personal style.
The guys are kind of dressing down now. I think that's fine. I think that's a good look. He's been kind of sporting that all through. He's sported throughout the election.
Just to say something nice about them, I thought they were a good-looking couple too.
Well, can I get that in writing?
Yes. I thought they looked great. You know, George Bush was a good-looking guy, I thought.
Is what your emphasis is
Well,
on,
he's still around, and he's acting. He's doing very nicely now. As an ex-president, I like him better than when he was president. Cheney has got to be stopped.
Talking all the time and criticizing Obama.
What about your freedom of speech? I thought you were all about freedom of speech, except when it comes from Cheney.
This guy is dangerous.
Can I finish? President Bush has not criticized. He's been very quiet.
Yeah, you haven't heard from him.
That's what I like about him.
But I like seeing shots. I like seeing shots of Michelle Obama planting and then walking across the lawn. It's nice to see the first family, you know, where they love each other and they're going on dates. I know you just said it. I'm just reiterating and affirming what you said.
I don't know. This is sounding like it's the first time of presidential families loved one another.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like there's no love before.
Democrats have problems.
Yeah, well, we know. Let's be specific. I mean, I think the Bush family loved each other.
Yeah, they do. I'm not saying love. I'm just saying very affectionate and showing it, and you know that kind of stuff.
Yeah. While we're talking about showing it, Susan Boyle, you know, who had her time and her fame, right? You all know who I'm talking about. Well, it seems that she was taken. She's reportedly been hospitalized after coming in second place on the show's finale last week. She had some public outbursts outside of her hotel. It seemed too much too soon, and so she went into the hospital for exhaustion. She did not win, and there was a dance act that did win. Yeah. And what we thought we might do is to show you a little bit of her and a little bit of the dance act who did win, and then we can vote.
Right.
Okay. So we'll vote.
The audience is going to vote.
You will all vote.
I dreamed a dream in time of mine. Life was living. I dreamed that love will never die. I pray that God will be forgiving. As they turn your dreams to shame.
Initiate armor.
The dance. I don't know the name of the. What's the name of it?
Say diversity?
Is that?
Yeah.
And they're going to. They won, and they're going to perform before the Queen and so forth. So, okay, if you had to give awards, who would you give it to?
I'd give it to Susan Boyle because they're like Michael Jackson meets Mummenschanz.
I would give it. I disagree. I like diversity. I'm in the dance. I thought they brought it up to what this decade
I
is
have a
about.
hard time even comparing the two. I feel like it's like apples and oranges, right? I don't understand why they're in the same show.
Who would you pick, Barbara?
Let us turn.
Who do you pick?
I sort of, well, I kind of agree with you.
Yeah,
I sort of think, I thought the dancers were wonderful. So, well, you know what? Let us turn to our audience by applause. How many feel that Susan Boyle should have won? Well, of course, you've seen more of Susan Boyle, right? Okay. Yeah. How many of you feel that diversity, the dance group, should have won?
See, all 8 of us.
There we are. Susan Boyle won. And,
Well, she didn't win on there, though.
During the election.
In our audience, in our applause.
Well, that's why it's in Britain. America.
Are they going to meet the Queen in those outfits? I mean, the whole bunch of them are going to go to Buckingham.
That's what they wear.
It would have been nice for Susan Boyle.
She did already. I thought she did.
Queen
Didn't she already
knows
have a
what
private
Susan
appointment
Boyle
with the Queen
sounds
to sing for her?
The winner gets the appointment
Susan
with the
Boyle
Queen.
is fine. She's coming over here. She's going to do Ugly Betty. She's going to do all the talk shows. Yeah, she's doing all this stuff. She's fine.
Well,
let diversity get some attention.
She certainly is better off than
Well,
she
she's
was.
America's top model, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, she certainly is. She certainly is a way. She certainly is.
Well, apparently America has different opinions than Britain.
Okay. Well, we have a lot of things coming up. We have more showbiz news. Did you see the MTV Awards? I guess there was a shocker there. Will you tell us about it?
Right now when we come back.
When we have a little nudity when we come back. Yes.
When we come back, I'll tell you about it.
Yes, we do.
Nudity?
Yes, you'll see.
I didn't see that.
Oh, so stay with us.